Are you looking to buy your very first home in Edmonton, Alberta? The whole process can seem overwhelming. Your mind is going to be racing with a million thoughts. So in this video, I'm going to give you 5 tips on buying your dream home. How's it going, Edmonton home buyers? It's Alex Inowich here with eXp Realty. Hopefully you enjoyed the last video, which we covered the entire home buying process. Now today, we're going to go over some tips that you may or may not know, and I may or may not have covered them in the previous video, but it's always good to know these things. So buying your home can seem more scary than walking downtown on 118th at night. But it doesn't have to be, okay? So before we start the video, just follow me on social media. Somewhere on here on the screen, they're gonna pop up at Dream Homes with Alex. And without further ado, here's 5 first-time home buying tips. Alright, so number 5 here is understanding pre-qualification and pre-approval. Which one is more important? So first, let's cover pre-qualification. So what pre-qualification is you're basically doing a little calculator online, and after it's done, it gives you a nice little text that says, yay, you can afford $500,000, which is bullshit. You can't, because that doesn't mean anything, okay? Now, pre-approval, however, is when you sit down with your mortgage broker or the bank specialist, whatever you want to call them, and they take a look at your financial history, everything, your credit score, your employment history, your income, and you submit a mortgage application, and then they go and get the results back from the lender, and what you're going to receive is a letter of pre-approval, which says, you know what, everything looks good here, you're approved for $300,000 at this rate for 30 to 90 days, okay? Or they could say, you're a complete disaster and a train wreck, we're not pre-approving you, go fix your shit, bud. So you really need to focus on getting pre-approved. Pre-qualification means nothing, right? Some realtors will just take you on showings. Oh, you're pre-qualified for this? Great, let's go look at homes. And it's going to turn out that you actually can't buy the dream home because you're not pre-approved, right? Pre-qualification is shit. Now, lots of people actually do confuse it too. So my goal here is to make sure you know which one to focus on, which is the pre-approval. All right. So next, we're going to go to number 4, which is have a rainy day fund, okay? So there are going to be lots of unforeseen costs and just costs associated with buying a property, right? So let's say you buy a property and the inspection report comes back saying, yeah, there are some minor things that need to be repaired, replaced, and maybe you just want to renovate the kitchen because everything else looks fine, but you're not worried about a kitchen because that can be changed. So you're going to have to pay for that. Now, not every home is going to require work, but there are going to be moments where things don't come up in the inspections that have to be dealt with. So we're going to have latent defects, which are defects that aren't found during the inspection. For example, water damage, contaminated soil, an infestation, some weird, satanic ritual sex dungeon that was covered up by the previous owner. You're not going to see that. Next, we're going to have patent defects, which are defects that are super visible, right? A crack in the wall on the side of the home that you can just see clear as day. You're going to have, a hole in the roof that needs to be fixed. You're going to have a Calgary Flames logo just spray painted on a wall, right? Those are things that you can see. But you need to be ready if they do arise, and you need to have money to fix those things if you need to. But most people, if there's something that just screams a lot of work and a lot of money, they're just going to pass on the house. Or if you're an investor or a builder, you're just going to tear it down anyways and build your infill anyway, so it's not going to matter. So all I'm saying is have a rainy day fund for these costs that are associated with buying a home. Now 3 is important. We covered this in the previous video, so go watch it here or wherever I decide to put it. Is create a needs and wants list. So this isn't just saying, yeah, I want 3 beds, 2 baths, because that really doesn't paint a picture on your lifestyle. That just says, okay, you need to have 3 bedrooms and you need 2 baths, okay? So you have to go deeper than that, right? We want to narrow down the search so we can find your dream home as easy as possible, okay? And it's going to reduce the amount of time we waste looking at homes that just don't fit the bill, okay? So you have to ask yourself, right? Is this place suitable for when the boys come over to watch, some golf, some hockey, some basketball? Can the kids have a slumber party here, right? Are we going to be cramped for space? Is there going to be enough room that they can play? Do I have a spot where I can actually sit down, relax, read a book, paint some pictures, do some work in the garage on cars? Right? We need to know that, and you need to know that, all right? So you need to fill out a needs and wants list so that way we know All right, if none of these are checked off, this house is not worth looking at. So basically it helps us provide as quality of service as we can to you. And it'll just give us a better idea on your lifestyle, right? Now next is going to be number 2, which is make sure your credit is good. Okay? It is insanely important, obviously, to have good credit. Because if your credit is shit, the bank is either going to say you're a risk, so we're going to give you an insanely high interest rate, and it's not going to be fun, right? Now, basically, if your credit sucks as well, they might even just say, you know what, we're not even approving you for financing, right? Go fix your shit, get your life together, and then come talk to us in a couple of years once your credit score is done. So basically how it works, if your credit score is shit, right? Equifax, TransUnion, and whatever credit bureau. So Equifax is what I just normally stick with focusing on. So they update their credit every 3 months. So you need to be working on your credit, and every 3 months your score will be updated. So hopefully in a year's time, 9 months or whatever, and if you've been working on your credit and building it up, hopefully it's been rising every 3 months. Now, don't use Credit Karma because things like that are complete dog shit and they don't tell a good picture on what your credit score actually is. You need to use the Equifax report and stick to that. So if your credit report shows that you have accounts and collections and your credit is insanely low, again, right, work with your mortgage broker on this, right? They're gonna help you get your financial situation in order so you can start building credit, and then when it comes time to get the pre-approval for your property, you'll be able to get the financing because, hey, the bank is gonna see like, holy shit, this guy put in the work, his credit score is good, no debt, nothing in collections. We're go time, baby. Let's get this guy some financing. So it's really important that your credit is good. But if your credit is low, don't worry. Numbers can go up. So just do as much as you can to fix that situation. And the last one here is gonna be number 1. Use the mortgage broker, you guys, okay? It's insanely important to use a mortgage broker because guess what? They can get a better rate than the bank because they can shop around with different lenders, right? If you're using TD, TD is going to be acting in TD's best interests, right? They're not going to be acting in your best interest, but a mortgage broker is going to be acting in your best interest because, hey, this guy's offering us a shit rate, all right, we'll shop somewhere else. So they're going to get you the best rate possible. And again, as I mentioned before, they're going to be able to give you the guidance and help you need to fix your financial situation, right? Maybe you need to save up more money for a down payment, right? Maybe you need help budgeting, but they're going to give you some general advice to help improve the situation if needed, okay? And again, they're going to help you along the way with anything relating to the financing. So that's it for the video, guys. Hope it informed you. There's so many tips out there. If I made a video having every single home buying tip, it would be as long as the extended edition of Lord of the Rings Return of the King. And we don't want that. No one wants to sit in here and listen to this asshole talk for 3-4 hours. It would suck. So let me know what you thought of this video, guys. In the comment section below, let me know what tips you need when you're buying your first house or just anything relating to real estate at all. And if you know anyone or if you are looking to buy or sell a property in Edmonton in the next 30 days, my contact info is on the screen and in the description below, so reach out to me. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you buy and sell real estate, to help you find your dream home and start a new chapter in your life. I'm Alex Zinowich with eXp Realty, and I'll see you guys in the next video.